Hello, welcome to the show. How are ya? We got we're gonna talk today. Let me talk to you. Yeah, all those things. We are gonna talk today about WWE 2K23. We'll take a look at some creations. We'll probably play a little bit too, but I wanted to be able to talk to everybody about, well, as the title suggests, could we see more content from the game? Now, you're probably gonna say, well, dummy, probably not. The DLC is done, isn't it? And I say, yes, it is. But I will say we could see maybe some free additions in the way of my faction, because there is some stuff that did pop up just the other day. And if you didn't see the video that I posted just the other day, well, you should, daddy. But we're also going to talk about that and what those finds are, and we're going to hang out a little bit and we'll discuss how everything is going. Luca, let's talk about how dead AEW Fight Forever is. Nah, I think Fight Forever is it's could be fine. Like, honestly, Luca, if they come out, I know everybody is on a rampage on the internet right now of, is AEW Fight Forever dead? I did one of those videos, but that was more speaking about everyone's general feedback. Like, so like I did that video of AEW Fight Forever, is AEW Fight Forever dead? It's not necessarily throughout the entire thing like my own opinion. A lot of the time what I do is take what the feeling seems to be from players of, like, this thing's broken, this sucks, I don't like this, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's talk about it. It's more of like, here's the discussion, here's what people generally are feeling, saying about it. So in some respects, Luca, yeah, like Fight Forever is dead because everything is silent. Devs haven't really spoken up about stuff. We don't know when the DLC is going to drop, all those things. And I'm not really interested in the DLC personally. So, but I know a lot of people are. So it's more of just like, hey, I don't think the game would be dead because it might turn around with Stadium Stampede and be a home run and they'll start doing big content drops. I don't know. So I hope it is, because at the end of the day, I think it's actually just a good thing that we have more wrestling games. So, but everyone likes to jump on and be like, the game is dead. No, not necessarily. But if they don't support it, we got nothing going on, do we? Lee Valentine, I see you in the chat right here, Lee. Got my haircut just for you, Lee. But yeah, DLC packs are way too expensive for two wrestlers in mini games. Luca, that's how I feel personally, and I know that a lot of people, at least that comment on videos of mine anyways, it's that, hey, this seems pretty expensive. And I think I said in my AEW Fight Forever Dead video, I believe I said that here's what 2K offers versus that of Fight Forever, and I broke the cost down. And I think some might say, well, that's not a fair comparison because they're two different games and I want the wrestlers in Fight Forever. And I'm like, well, that's great. Like, but I'm just looking at costs for players in general, where I'm like, the season pass isn't a bad deal for $30, but I don't know when season 1 begins or ends, and I feel that's a problem. I wish they just said when it was going to be out and when it was going to be done. Then I at least have an idea of when content drops, right? And if there was future content, then I might want to pick up a season pass, or maybe not. But I feel like for two wrestlers and mini games, I don't really feel like I don't want to play mini games. I want to play more of that game. I want to play more of the wrestling game. I just don't feel like there's enough for me to go back to right now. So that's my little take on Fight Forever. Still hope for the best, because better to have that. Scott, me and my wife now are having 4 boys all at once. Scott, wasn't yesterday 3? Scott, you said yesterday 3. How'd you go back to a doctor? And you got 4 now? Congratulations. That's wild. Beach Bites, how are you? What's your favorite DLC packs here, John? John, I still like the Pretty Sweet pack overall, but this last pack that we got, I don't know. I like Nathan Frazier a lot. He was fun to play. I played more as him yesterday. I think roadmaps for season passes are necessary for all games. It tells the audience what to expect. Luca, I 100% agree. I don't care what the game is, but if it's a game that's going to have more like live service elements, like I don't know, like a Fortnite or a Call of Duty or anything, sports games, and they're like, we're going to update this thing, and you're kind of expecting more and more updates along the way. I agree. I would like to have roadmaps. Maybe they can't do that. I don't know. I'm just saying what I would like to have happen. I'd like roadmaps for things you buy, if it requires that. The thing with 2K, and it's like, it's not to put 2K on a pedestal and be like, look how great the game is and the DLC and la la la. But when you get, for the wrestling game, when you get WWE 2K and I buy the DLC and I buy the season pass, they outline when the packs will drop. And I feel that that's a good thing, because then I can assess each, like the whole thing, and go, this is worth my money. I know who's in the packs. I know the cost. I know the cost of the DLC, the season pass, blah, blah, blah. Players can cherry pick if they want to just pick out which ones they want, and they know when they're going to drop. And Fight Forever, those wrestlers are great. I think that they should be in the base game, but at the same token, Fight Forever doesn't have, AEW doesn't have like 40 years of wrestling behind it to be able to say we can add this legend, this legend, this legend. So I get what they're doing. It's almost a rock and a hard place, right? But hopefully there's more content, and hopefully they can come out. Like, for all I know, they're going to come out next week and they'll be like, here's Stadium Stampede and here's 10 updates you guys were waiting for. We went quiet because we were trying to patch and fix and do all this tweaking and stuff, and boom, here's your game. And I'll go, that's awesome. Let's play wrestling games. 2K's roadmap was great this year. I complained that Bray was going to be a while, but at least I knew the date, you know? Yeah. And generally for any game or things you buy, kind of be good to know that, like, well, here's my money. When's it coming out? But it is what it is. Stephen Hunt, I'm good. Ryan, good to see you. Ryan, thanks for watching the I almost said WrestleQuest. Wrestle Sketch video. My other channel. Thanks, buddy. So yeah, I wanted to talk about future DLC and what that could look like. And by DLC, I would probably be talking more like, here is the sorry, I'm all over the place. More of like what could be free updates that they could still provide us. It's hard to know what they could do, what they will do. They may not do that. We'll have to see. Abigail, good to see you. It's been a while. And guys, if you want to support Wrestle Sketch, which is sketch bits, you can. I got it in the pinned comment above there. You guys can go check out Wrestle Sketch, because it'd be a good day to do it, because Maddie just released a new video. We got how WWE failed with Austin Theory so far. We're talking about Mr. Theory, and it's kind of silly, and it gets kind of funny. And there's a little Vince McMahon in there too. Not that I do Vince, but Vince is Austin Theory, right? So it's a mess. So if you guys want to help me out, we're trying to get this thing to 5,000 subscribers. If you watch today's video and you drop a like on it, that means I think it was a good one. Here's a cup of coffee. Oh, thanks, Abigail. I just had my Starbucks. I don't like Starbucks very much anymore. My wife and I go to Starbucks. A little bitter. So yeah, DJC, what's going on? I think they could be giving us a little bit more. Now, the DLC itself, we're all wrapped up here, ladies and gentlemen. We're all done with the WWE 2K DLC. Give us Mandy OnlyFans edition. See, Lee? See? Right there. We're always thinking the exact same thing. Why not that? Just a whole lot of butthole in your face. Sorry. But yeah, I think that there's a potential that we could see a little bit more, guys, for WWE 2K in the way of free additional updates. Not guarantee by any means. This conversation for us is going to be a little bit of hard speculation. And it's good to speculate. Why? Because it's healthy. We could talk about whatever we want to talk about here. And I think it's a little bit of fun. Now, where I want to start, we're going to be sourcing from our dear friend What's the Status, because he's usually got the deets, the info. Also, he just released a new rock that I want to get. But I also want to look at our dear friend, your head of the table. He also found. We're going to source head of the table first for some things. He's gone really hard on his Twitter. Screenshots of Nathan Frazier. But I just want to check out Head of the table on the Twitter because he posted something regarding Bad Bunny, as I suggest in the thumbnail to you guys. There is a possibility, there it is. There is a possibility of future content. So, Status found this, Head of the Table also found this. We're looking at Mr. Bad Bunny. This is obviously his Backlash 2023 attire. And the model has been found in the files. You can see here the entrance attire for Hidden Bad Bunny. That's the actual. Now, I went in, I'm on PC. I went in and I tried to just find, like, none of the parts are in there. So you can't go in and just even pull the shoes, the pants, the shirt. None of it is in there. Hidden. They found it. So, the Bad Bunny, we got Green Bunny right here. With the official Adidas. It's really cool. So, the interesting thing about the Bad Bunny model, and it looks great. Like, I gotta say, like, to be able to have that Backlash attire, come on. I'd be a sucker for it. There's an interesting piece to all of this, and it comes from Status, because he does a great little write-up about it, and he lets everybody know what's going on. So here's the deal, and by the way, guys, thanks for joining, and hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel if you guys enjoy all content, wrestling content, 2K content, and in the pinned comment, go over to Wrestle Sketch, because I just did a new one on Austin Theory, and how WWE blundered his whole run. So if you want to watch some sketch stuff, and I'm a big old copycat of Pitch Meeting, a douchebag, what I get told. I don't care. Not even Pitch Meeting. It's my own thing with wrestling, and I'm loving it. So if you guys want to, support Wrestle Sketch, because it's a lot of fun. Status writes this about Bad Bunny. He says, so they added the slot for Bad Bunny 23. This slot isn't content damaged. So remember, when we get things like The Rock 98, Triple H, Shawn Michaels DX, those are content damaged. They're posted, community creations, you click on that bad boy and it goes, nah, and you can't get it. Yeah. So, sorry, there's a lot of LA Night today. So, that's usually what happens to us, right? What's interesting with the Bad Bunny one is what Status is talking about here. It's not content damage. He also says this slot does not have a My Faction flag. When there's a My Faction flag, my understanding is that that's usually the big hang up here. Is that if there's a flag attached to it, obviously we can't easily port it, upload it, etc. Good afternoon, Berwin, as well. Voltage, good to see you. And Frizzy Show, apologize I didn't respond to you earlier. Good to see you. All our channel members, Mike, I see you in the chat as well. David Henry, Stephen Hunt, Drizzy Dre, Lee Valentine, obviously you're there. Alphaz, Hi, Angel, and Art King, VJC, and on we go. Javi, I see you sitting in there too. Nathan, and so on. I'm sorry, guys, I can't talk to everybody, but I want to. Then we also have this slot contains a flag called DLC 3. Now, here's my thing when it comes to DLC 3. Lonnie Jones, too sweet to you. DLC 3 could mean a couple of things, which is exciting. That's why it's fun to speculate. DLC 3 could be some nameless pack, like just a placeholder thing that they're going to add in, because we already had all our DLC, right? We've gotten it all. But this could be part of free content that the devs were talking about before. That's my hope. That's my big hope, is that they're like, we've got a little bit more in the can that we're going to dump on you guys, because we only got Mia Yim and Candice LeRae. And if that is all the devs were talking about when it comes to free superstars being patched in, that if that's what we end up with, then I say that is disappointing. To me, that's not enough. You have multiple opportunities that we've talked endlessly about. You could put in Nikki Cross, Tegan Knox, Bronson Reed, Ric Flair. You could put in a lot of models that are Dijak. You could put in a lot of models into this year's game, patch them in like they did last year with the big crop of My Rise characters. They could toss them back in there. And that would also keep the flow of content going through the fall. Now, I'm a greedy little son of a bitch because I want to be able to have everything. Gimme, more. But I think that it would be a good move by them to keep the game going post DLC. And you know what else? From where I'm sitting, yeah, they're working on 2K24. And then we're going to start getting into the fall. And then it's going to be, promo time for 2K24, probably November or January. But if you want to get more people to even buy your game late in the year, late in the season, you start dropping stuff like this, where you're like, here's Bad Bunny 23. It's a free patch update. We've added in Nikki Cross. We've added in a few more. And then that way you are going to get those final drop. Like, I'm thinking of it from the business side. You get those final people that want to pull the trigger and buy this game. Think about Black Friday. The game is already on sale, like summer sales. I see it pop up all the time where it's like, it's 40% off this, it's 25% off here. They're constantly running sales on the game. They got to squeeze every last ounce they can out of this game. Why not do free patch updates where you give us a couple of stars, ones that were already in last year in the base game, port them in, and off you go. Status continues to write about this Bad Bunny piece and says that it's called DLC 3, as we just said. This could either be, in my speculation in my head, a free patch pack that they do, or they're saving it for DLC next year. And this is what it could be. If they're placeholding it as DLC 3, could be DLC packs for next year, where they're already, but tossing in Bad Bunny now seems weird, and you patched it in already. Status writes that this slot has Creative Superstar parts linked to it, as in it was programmed to be edited in Creative Superstar Studio, and he says that's a first. So while this is the last patch including DLC, I still think they might add something for Bunny down the line with the data I found. It's really interesting because it's the first time they're doing this, that it is not locked to a DLC and that the parts are not locked. So it's not even that maybe it's going to be that they're going to lock it later. Maybe they forgot, but Status is able to basically grab everything. We just can't get it up yet. DX-Tron selectable today? They are. They have been. The Trons have been in there for quite some time, my friend. Brizzy says that NBA updates teams with some updating systems from 2K and creators. We need this. Yes, man. At this rate, 2K55 will be good. It might, Mike. Could be. What do you guys think? Do you think that we're going to get Bad Bunny updated with his Backlash attire? Do you think that's something that they would do for this year in the later patch for like September and give us that free content? It's not even like they have to give us the new model. Like, that's rescanning and redoing Bad Bunny. But do you think they would give us, they would just upload and go, hey, here's the Backlash 23 attire. Tribal Chief, I can't follow you on Twitter because it says you've blocked me? What? I don't think that's correct. I don't think so, Tribal Chief. What's your handle, Tribal Chief? I really don't block people. So if it's blocked somebody, like, I don't know why. What's your handle? I don't know why it would do that. Let me know. It'd be great. Shockwave, I can see 2K giving us Bad Bunny attire. Status did some good with those Wade Barretts. Yeah, man. What's your handle, my Tribal Chief? Yeah, it won't limit. It's not available to download. We can't. I never blocked you, my Tribal Chief. Russman Ray, thanks, man. I went with my son. We both got haircuts. We're both living fresh. Van Liv Morgan 19. Okay, let me see. We are. Why does it say blocked? It does say blocked. I never blocked you. I don't know. I'll unblock. There, it's unblocked. Okay? I don't know why. Maybe I was trying to block somebody else. I have no idea. So, what do you guys think when it comes to the DLC? I blocked the Tribal Chief. Jay blocked his Tribal Chief. I don't see why Semble would. Yeah, maybe I went on a blocking spree. So what do you guys think? Do you think we would get Bad Bunny as potential DLC? I think it's very possible that they just patch him in. It would be a pretty cool move if they did. Oh, look at that rock. That has just uploaded a custom rock. We got 1998 rock, guys. Look at him in all his glory. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad for creation. Not bad, because we got the whole Titantron and the motions and everything. Maybe just an add-on, Frizzy? I think so. Berwin, maybe there will be annoying one day with you hit the block. I might have just gone on a blocking spree and just spammed it. Who the hell knows? I think my favorites were Wade, OC, Mia Yim, Stratton. I hope we get a Valkyrie next year. Yeah, maybe. So we can get, we might get Bad Bunny. Be pretty sick if we did. Because like Status pulled this together and tried to upload it, but it doesn't work. Like it's there, but you can't get anything downloaded. It says you need the DLC. And this is getting confusing for people. That's why I even put it in the last video yesterday or whatever. Because this is uploaded, but if you click on it, it's going to say you need this, that, and the other. It's going to say you need Bad Bunny and you need DLC 3. That's really going to confuse people because they're going to be like, I have all these things, but it's not for this DLC. So it could be for future DLC for 24, and they're just kind of preloading stuff and testing it, or maybe it's going to be a free content drop. Now, any updates on that Woods announcement? Rustum Ray, the Xavier Woods announcement was just the 2K Next Maker WrestleMania tournament thing, where 2K Next Makers were doing promo videos and being like, hey, sign up and tag partner with me and we could win the tournament and then you can get a ticket to WrestleMania. So that's all it is. It's just a marketing thing. Good morning, Gabe. Joshy Washi, you think they're just testing for 24? It's very possible. Right, Bad Bunny was a pre-order bonus. Does that affect this? Shockwave? No, like it depends what you mean. Does it affect this? It's there, but we can't, even if you have the pre-order, you still can't download any of it. Now, the other piece that we got here is more from Status when it comes into the different slots. So this is, the following is probably going to be all of my faction. Randy Orton is got a slot. Now, we saw some of this last patch or the one before that, where like Zelina Vega had a slot, The Fiend had a slot, Uncle Howdy had a slot. So there is, it's very likely this is just my faction. Like pretty much guaranteed this is my faction. And so Randy Orton is one of them that Status found in here that is locked. He says that it's Armageddon Randy Orton from Armageddon 2003, which is kind of cool. If we get those trunks, maybe if they gave us the damn theme song. Hey, Rain Dragon, good morning. So it's possible that we're going to get 2003 Armageddon Randy Orton in there. Maybe even just be able to bring over his attire, but the whole model would be really cool. Even if I have to use existing Trons and existing music, having the retro models would be really cool. Now, the next one they got here, this is Booker T, and it's listed as 2001 Booker T. So 2001 Booker T is when he came into WWE, right? When he came in through the invasion. Yeah. So it's when he was going like WCW Championship, like him against Kurt Angle. It's got a little bit of the longer hair look. Yeah, so that's that version of Booker T. 2001 SummerSlam. Oh yeah, him versus Rock. That's a good match. Him versus Rock WCW Championship. What a wild thing that was. So if it's a SummerSlam 2001, it's his white trunks. And it was for the WCW title. That's awesome. So we're probably looking at that for my faction as well, guys. And then they got it listed as WCW 91, but it's Stunning Steve Austin is also found by Status. 2003 was Evolution. He didn't get burned in my light until 2004. Thanks, Berwin. I forgot. There you go. We need TNA Trish. Yeah, we do. We need all of that. Because of the reasons. Stunning Steve Austin is also listed for WCW 91. Rain Dragon says, I'm more excited about this being possible DLC stuff than the last actual DLC. So am I, buddy. It's always fun to just speculate and have a little bit of fun with what things could be. Then, and I like Stunning Steve Austin, but we also had Stunning... Didn't we have Stunning Steve Austin last year? I almost typed in Stunning Steven Austin. Wasn't Stunning Steve in 22 or is it 20? We did, Frizzy? Yeah. He was wasn't he in 22? No one played mid 20. 2K16 and 17? 2K16, man, we had the Austin showcase. Yeah, we did. But I thought they put it back in again last year or 20. Oh. Well, whatever. He might be back. Search it up. I'm lazy. So then we got Kurt Angle as well. Jalen, hi. We got Kurt Angle. Odd Gaming, hi, buddy. We had that Austin showcase. Yeah, man. Sunny Steve Austin was in 2K16 and 17. Thanks, VJC. Then you got Kurt Angle. He's also my faction placeholder spot 2. Travel Chief, I just followed you on Twitter. Well, thanks, man. I apologize for the blocking. Maybe my finger got happy. Lee? Get it. Peach Bites, I think we got a lot of my faction models that are coming set up as a setup for 24 like last year. That's a very good point. Then you got one of my favorite. You got Triple H. Reign of Terror, Triple H. We had a Triple H listed as Armageddon in 2002. Oh my guys, could they be giving us an evolution pack in my faction? Could that be what we are seeing? Would that not be quite disappointing, quite saddening, and maddening all at the same time? It's very possible. But those were the my faction holds that they got. What do you think? Stunning Steve, Triple H, Randy Orton, Booker T, Kurt Angle, all in there in a fun little pack. No women. No women. Where's my Tori Wilson? Whereas Lee said, where's my TNA Trish Stratus? Where is Ivory, Jacqueline? Like, come on. We need to get a little bit of stuff done here. Triple H with the biker shorts. Yeah, man. It's so awkward, isn't it? I remember that from, like, what is it? Here Comes the Pain, I think. And he had the purple bicycle shorts. That was a weird look. Then he went to the black ones. I was like, this is weird. And he was all chubby. I was like, that's not Triple H. I thought they were Evolution. Yeah, man. Where's Eva Marie? Can you get that? We need DX China. That's a good one too, Lee. We don't have DX China. But Beach Bite said it in the chat too. It's very possible that we're getting this all as a setup for when they do 2K24 to be able to add those things in. If we get the My Faction content in there and they give us Bad Bunny, fingers crossed, in like the next month, that would be a pretty good, that would be a nice little free update. Like at this point, they know very well that guys like Status are in there with the trigger finger and they're ready to get those models in the game. They can't possibly care at this point. So give us the My Faction ones and we'll all go home happy. Oh, and the Fiend, I apologize. So there was, Status wrote this and I don't have it in front of me, but he did reply to a comment in a thread the other day. Someone asked him about, what about the Fiend and My Faction? And Status wrote, I'm paraphrasing, that, oh, he's got 2 rocket tires for this. Look at that. Sweet. He said, essentially, the Fiend is marked in as My Faction with the Trons and the music. If that's the case, then he can get it in the game. So we'll see what happens over the next month or two. You know what 2K should do is give us the invasion angle with the original story, like having Bischoff be the one leading WCW. They should. Or give us like a mock story of invasion, new invasion, and let us run it as like a career mode. People want the Fiend Dimension X. People really want that Fiend. Chris Jones, hi, buddy. Peacock China would be great. All right, then. I think possible we get Bad Bunny. I think so. Am I on Xbox? I have an Xbox. Forget what my username is. Downloading The Rock and Carrying Cross. I hope they add more WCW, ECW people. If they don't this year, give it to me next year. Legends-wise, would you like to see in 24? Dusty, Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect, 80s and 90s. What? He's blocked because he blocked? Yes, you did admit it. What'd I do, Art King? I don't know what's happening. Status just uploaded the rock. I know. Looks horrible. Well, we're going to find out for ourselves, Ralphie, because I just downloaded it. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of awesome wrestlers in arenas. Yes, we do. I hope so. They're not going to give us arenas. No arenas to be able to give us. So it's potential there, guys, that we will get a little bit more when it comes to 2K. But we can't really hold our breath. We'd have to wait and see what the hell would happen. Ultimate Sharks. Well, thanks, man. I'd like to have McCool. Yeah, Firespark. I like to have Michelle McCool. Michelle. There we go. Michelle. Brizzy, we do need tournaments in universe mode. That is a big one. All right, let's try the guy who did it for The Rock. Where is he? There's The Rock. Good renders. Excellent renders. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to have him going up against the man. Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? All right, let's see how this goes. Shell and her Lady Jim, David. She's getting ready. There's so many divas that need it. Like, cool, though. They need to bring back Ivory, Jacqueline at the very least. I agree. Those should be Legends and a Legends pack for next year. They wouldn't be like my factions. We do, Larry, we do need like 3 faces of Foley. McFoley is such an odd one where they're like, here's Cactus Jack 2 years in a row. I'm like, why not Mankind? Why not McFoley? Why not Dude Love? If they could give us add War Games in Universe, they could add King of the Ring. You'd think so. All right, here we go. So we got Status's brand new Rock coming at you. I love it because the template for 98 Rock is all there. The music is not. What do you guys think of the model? Pretty good. The hairline is good. I'm not nuts on the hair itself. Like, I know it's hard because that part of the Rock's career, he was like kind of poofy on top and it was pulled back. It's not bad. Look, my uncle from the 90s. Rock says. AV Kid, hi. This looks like a model edit. That looks fine. What music are they using? They'd have to use just the regular Rock theme. I wish we could get Hollywood Rock's theme. Is cooking. I loved Hollywood Rock's theme. Oh, man. It's pretty good. Like, the entrance helps a lot. It all kind of flows together. Jameer subscribed. Yeah. Jalen, how to download? Search what's the status in The Rock. You'll find it. I'm not digging the hair either, Shockwave. I don't love it. I don't love it. Here comes Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Now, let's see how he plays. Should have the Rock's move set. Fine. Oh, Austin going in going in hot. Sideburns look off. Body texture is good, though. Yes, body texture, I'd say good. He's very jacked in the top, like shoulders and everything. Quite muscular. It's the hair that I don't love. But I think they got the body down right. He looks more like... You know what? He kind of, to me, reminds me of, like, The Rock from WWE All-Stars. That's what he kind of reminds me of. I think the face could use a little more detail. And he's pretty bulked up, like, in the shoulders. Also, he comes off as, like, way taller than Austin. I don't know. I still like it. Yeah, Kadar. Yeah, he looks to me like All-Stars Rock. Not bad. Yeah, Sharps. Lee Valentine is in the house. Fantastic. Oh, bang! So, yeah, I think we're going to see quite a few My Faction. I mean, we're still getting the My Faction updates. They just released another pack of My Faction. But there is hope. I mean, some people are going to come out now and they're going to be like, okay, final DLC is out. Game's over. That's the end. Good night, everybody. Then I'll be like, what the hell am I going to do? But no, we start getting into 2K24, but I think that they'll probably still give us patches. They did this last year. They still gave us My Faction updates, like a lot of them, and they started tweaking a few more things along the way. So 2K did not just, leave the game dead after this round. It's August. They didn't turn around and say, hey, we're done supporting it. We're moving on to 24. Where last year they worked on 23 and they were done. So they should, I don't know anything, but they should be giving us more patches up until late October, I kind of figure, and then some maintenance stuff. we could just be seeing nothing but little maintenance packs and patches where it's like, okay, here's your online patch stability, universe mode stability. I hope we get a lot of, yeah, each ways. I hope we get a lot more classic stuff in 24. I will try people's elbow. Get up here. Did it for the Rock. Na 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 na. Yeah. Uh-oh. Collision. Oh, no. Lacey Evans may not be in 24. She will not. No, Lacey Evans will not be in 2K24. Oh, Luthez press. Well, Greg, yeah, I like to see why they remove those arenas. I like to know why we can't get the IGM arenas. Those are cool. I want my gym arenas. Good counter. Boy, bang! All right, here you go. I'm going to replay this because I want to see how he looks doing people's elbow. Boom! How do I not have a finisher? Didn't get a finisher after that. That's silly. SmackDown Hotel just tweeted what? Thunderdome Classic is an arena? Well, it's been there this whole year. What do we mean? It's a good Rock. Got no problems with the Rock. That's okay. I need to get a finisher, though. I got all that signature and nothing happened. The Thunderdome is labeled as a classic arena now? What? That's silly. Someone told me yesterday that they, the referees have more reactions now, like at near falls. I haven't tested that out. Let's see. Sharps, they've had the 98 Tron in there for a while. The whole template is there. Come on, Austin. Rock bottom. Bang. There we go. Rock 99 wins. Oh, Lee, I would love an Attitude Era based game. I would love it. My favorite era. But it's, I don't know if it's going to happen. I guess it's SmackDown Hotel posted something. What'd they do? Lacey Evans leaving WWE means 99% she won't be in 2K24. Facts being stated. Will not be in 2K24. She's out. Gone. You gone early. She ain't in that game. Now, what you might see is Lee Valentine's stuff in the game. Because remember, we got Sasha Banks' stuff is still in the game. Like tire parts and the entrance motion. The call name, I think, is in there too. So there is a very good chance you could still get Lacey Evans gear, motion, all of that, and you can still get it in the game. Very, very, very high probability of that. So if you guys are trying to recreate Lacey Evans next year, you're going to be able to do it, which is great. Greg, I was looking, so like I'm looking at Thunderdome, like it's not listed as a just raw Thunderdome. It's not like a classic arena. Let's see. SmackDown. Na-na-na-na-na. All right, we're gonna do the Karrion Kross. I hate that it doesn't give us the managers attached. Bothers me. Go up against AJ Styles. we go. Let's take a look. I forgot that I made custom Raw Arena. I was looking through my... SmackDown 2 is underrated, Christian? I like SmackDown 2. I prefer that the attires are locked in my faction, so I'd rather download them from Status or World's Finest rather than play that crappy game. It's not really a hot take or controversial opinion. I'd much rather just get them uploaded on Creations and have my fun. I don't want to play my faction. And then it's all locked in there anyways. I'm like, yeah, I'd much rather have great people in the community doing all this stuff. Yeah, they need more than... Daniel, they need way more than 100 cost slots. That's for sure. So this is supposed to be Status's new 2023 carrying cross with the longer hair. There he is. Guys, thank you so much for joining us too. We got 270 people in the chat. Thank you very, very much. If you guys can subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and in the pinned comment above, you can check out my other channel, Wrestle Sketch. We're making fun of things. We have a little good time when it comes to WWE booking storylines, failed storylines. Like today, we talk about the rise and fall of Austin Theory, which is a lot of fun. This is also fun. Scarlett's entrance with Mr. Karrion Kross. I like Karrion Kross with long hair. This cross looks pretty good. I'd rate it 4 out of 5. Doesn't matter what I think. Kross needs a title. If you got Kross warmed up a little bit more, give him the U.S. title. Let him take that thing off Rey Mysterio. But you got to give Kross some wins. Let him finally defeat AJ Styles, move on, and let him get that U.S. title and do something with it. That would be good for him. That would be healthy. Be healthy. That looks good. With the entrance there? I love it. I'm loving it. Tribal Chief, LA Knight, yeah. WK gigabyte space needs to be bigger so we can make more things. Well, we need more, like... We need more slots. We need more everything. The lighting looks good. They always say that they fix up models. I don't know who they fix. I know they did this a while ago where they fixed some of the lighting for Kross. Anyone but LA Knight? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Greg, there were so many release stars last year. This is why I'm hopeful for this year where we don't obviously have or anyone is released. People are injured right now. I think of Braun Strowman. But there's no, like, releases. So it's going to be nice. 2K24 could be a lot of fun from a roster perspective. Because we could have all the current DLC, the superstars we have today that just got into the whole DLC pack. And then we could have all of them in the base game next year. They re-add people in. You get new people like a Bronson Reed, and they bring back Tegan Nox, and they give us more legends. You could have a massive roster next year. That's why I'm kind of tickled by 2K24. I mean, imagine the roster that we could get with all the NXT, possibility of more legends, the current roster itself, updated models for everyone's newish look. No one's getting really released, so we're going to be pretty healthy with it. And then they could give us, obviously, we would get War Games. We're going to get a new showcase, whoever that would be. Is then maybe they're going to give us a special guest referee. It'll be a lot of fun. Oh, we just passed 4,300 subs on Wrestle Sketch. Guys, thanks very much for your help doing that. 283 people in here. Guys, hi. I'm Matt. Too sweet. Good to see you. I'm trying out Karrion Kross model. They need to let us do War Games in Arena. They need to let me do elimination matches in War Games. Why do people love Tegan Nox? Sharps, I don't think it's so much that people are like, I need Tegan Nox. She's my favorite wrestler. I think she's fun. But I think it's more of just like, she was in 22, and when she got let go and brought back, they brought back in the game, they gave us Mia Yim and Candice LeRae. Those were models and characters that were, those were wrestlers that were let go by Vince. And then 2K was like, okay, we'll give you a free superstars and we'll put them back in the game for you this year. Here's a free update. Everyone went, cool. Well, Tegan Nox was in 2K22. So why we're all kind of like greedy, and we're all like, including me, and I'm like, hey, can't you just like throw her back in? I want to fill out my roster. That's mostly it for me anyways. But Bali? Randy Orton is 24 showcase? Possibly. I could see it. Orton, Edge, Taker, Triple H, Brock. Yeah. Wait a minute. There we go. Like, why does my screen look weird? I don't think we can get a Cody showcase. I don't think we're there yet. But I can see Cody being the cover star. Or Roman Reigns. Give me like Roman Reigns on the cover with Paul Heyman. Or split cover of Roman and Cody. Jackson Denny, what's up? Landon, I could see that. You give us a Edge showcase. Now, immediately, I've said this before, people will be like, you can't do an Edge showcase because you can't get Christians. You can't do any of his tag matches. You can do all of Edge's singles run. The showcase mode gives us like what? 12 to 15 matches? You could find 12 to 15 Edge singles matches. Like solo run, rated R superstar matches. We can go backwards right now and give him his Royal Rumble win as a match. You could do Edge versus Orton in the greatest wrestling match ever. You could do his recent stuff. Him versus Finn. Then you could just keep going backwards where you're just like, okay, him versus Cena, him versus Edge, him versus Taker. You can easily do all of those matches. Edge versus Kurt Angle, VJC. Yep, good one. So I think that they could very, very easily pull from Edge's singles run and do 20 years of Edge. Oh, back elbow didn't work. Come on. Nah. Edge versus Eddie? I don't remember that. Oh, no. Yeah. Never mind. SmackDown 6. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, back suplex. Him versus Matt, Jeff, and Jericho would be missing. That's true. But again, they can cherry pick. They're not going to do everything. Oh, man, he nailed it. Dang it. This is just like what happened on SmackDown. Yes. There you go, Scarlett. Get in there. Signature. What? How did you reverse that? You barely touched me. Oh, no. Reverse again. Suplex now. I love that. It's out. You do a Brock showcase, but I still find it as interesting because Brock's just a lot of dummying people. But you can do a lot with Brock. FBE, thanks, man. Edge announced his match on SmackDown will be his last. Isn't it just being teased? It's his last. Haven't seen any confirmations yet. There we go. Got him. Banger. Going down, Mr. Styles. Tick-tock, mother effer. Oh, bang, got him. Kill him. Oh, no. Come on. Come on. Nope, he's out of it. Abigail J left WWE. Well, that's a storyline. I wish, Spencer, they would give us that Bad Bunny 2023 attire that we found. And can I rope break it? No, I can't. And give us Bad Bunny's new theme. That would be sick. Uh-oh. Can I do a cheeky roll-up here? Try and beat him. Distraction. Come on, ref. 1, 2. Oh, AJ kicked out. Oh, he's getting... No, you're not getting out of the ring. You're not getting out of the ring. You're going to get dummied. Oh. Dang, got him. Is there a chance for more DLC? Noah, there's a chance for free patch updates. Official DLC is done. I'd like to see him do a little more. Kicked out again. Shockwave, do you like the wrestling? Do you like the mini games in Fight Forever? No, they're not for me. That's me. I don't think it's like, if they designed it as its own, like I know you can just go in and click mini game and select it and play. I wish that they did it in more of its own kind of mode, where you could actually just go in and there would be a bit of like a mini game story, whatever, like where you could go through game by game and you're trying to hit an achievement or you're trying to hit, I know you can get cash or whatever from it right now, but you know where it's kind of linked together and then optional to play them separately. If it had more depth to it. But it's just not something I'm interested in. All right, come on. Come on, Cross. He get his other move. What's his move? Finisher. Cross jacket 1, cross jacket 2. FBE, thank you, man. I would get pissed if Gable wins the IC title. Gunther just days before Gunther breaks the honky tonk. Well, I think we're in good shape with that. I think Gunther's going to win. They haven't built Gable up enough to make that happen, in my opinion. Here we go. AJ Styles taps out. Carry Cross. Yeah. Did you check if Los Lotharios have an entrance motion? Sure. The bullhammer from Barra can also be used for carrying Cross. Oh, that's a good one, Marcus. I should do that. Lee Mooring. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I was like, who's that? I was like, oh, it's Scarlett. She's going to be doing stuff to me. What do you think about Eve Torres in the game? Abigail, I think it's great. I wish they did more, like, women legends. They had more in there, but we don't. Don't like that. Guys, thank you so much. We got 127 likes. Got 285 people in here. Do me a favor. You just hit that little button there. Just hit that little like button. Takes you 2 seconds. Super clean. Super easy. Super fun. And this episode is sponsored by yours truly and WrestleSketch. Click that little link at the top of the pinned comments if you guys can. There's 285 of you. So if every 285 people just go, yeah, sure, I'll click this dumb little link, and it'll take you right here. And you got this nice little NWO-inspired logo for WrestleSketch. And we got a brand new one today. We got How Austin Theory Failed. Oh, WWE failed Austin Theory. WWE so far. Stupid thing. So it's a fun little thing. We talk about Austin Theory, the egg with McMahon, the Money in the Bank thing. The cash in was so ridiculous, and all the way up until Rey Mysterio. It's a lot of fun. So do me a favor, head over there because that would help us grow. Watch one of the videos and hit the like button on there. Really means a lot to be able to do something fun. It was so good. So do that if you can. Gunther passes Honky Tonk Man and loses a triple threat. Chad and Drew. Ooh, could be. I hope. What do you guys think about Drew McIntyre? What they're doing? He's with Riddle right now. I think that's an odd choice, and not in a good way. Not like a Randy Orton Riddle thing. That was Odd Couple. I don't know if they're going to try and do the exact same thing here with Riddle and Drew. What I kind of expect and suspect to happen is they give us Drew and Riddle for like another week, and then Drew turns on him, and he's just like, you're an idiot, and I turn heel. FBE, if The Fiend is indeed in my faction, do you think Status can upload him? The original mask, theme, and Tron? I think so. Don't quote me on that. I think they could because he tweeted something that somebody was asking him about it, and he said, yeah, the Tron and everything, we could get it if it's in there. Could. Potential. Let's check out some creation stuff. Go over here. Let's have a good time. The WWE Live. We're looking at Arena's Thunder from Down Under. Where's the special content that devs promised? They promised us more content for 2K23. Yeah, KO Artists, I'm a little taken aback. No, just that I thought when they say things like, we're going to give you more content, more free superstars, you're like, oh, because the track record from 22 was like 7 or 9 of the My Rise characters unlocked and brought into the game. Like, it was like, wow, that's pretty good of you. Regardless of them being like just King Booker and King Corbin and so on. Still, you gave us way more wrestlers to round out the roster. Good on you. It made it seem like we were going to get way more. And it seemed very plausible that we would get way more. So, and not that I'm like, oh, I expect them to put in the new titles or I expect them to put in new arenas and shows. I don't expect that. But I was like, oh, come on. You can't give us some of the, like, Ric Flair and Tegan Knox and Nikki Cross. They're right there. There's so much R34. Yeah, ECW, I'm very careful when I go in here. Like, images is a dangerous place to live, my friend. Yeah, I got to switch back to full screen. I got to look for things. Look up. Why? Why, Greg? On the screen? I ain't looking up. On the hashtags? Oh, I'm not there anymore. Now I'm here. We're fine. Look up and down. What are we doing here? Why are we messing with me? They should put Tori Wilson and Kelly Kelly in 24. They should. They need to fix the manager selection? Yes. Oh, Greg? He's probably going to say look up and down. He's probably trying to capture my face or something. Let's see here. I missed Dynamite, actually. I didn't see the Chainsaw Massacre match. I heard good things. People found it silly. FBE, 2K just lied to us. According to Uncle Howdy, the world is built on lies and everyone lies. This. Bad news, Barrett. Witty Witterson's got... What's that? The Dominant Mysterio. Yeah, see, there's the Bad Bunny we can't get. It's all updated. It's all ready to go. It's right there. Come on. Come on, 2K. Give it to me. Give it to me now. Give me what I want. Not a bad one. Yeah, Spencer, I wish they gave us Bronson Reed instead. I didn't need Uncle Howdy. Have I played Uncle Howdy? No. Oh, let's take a look here. I want to play as Rock. The other Rock. Did it for the Rock. Where's my classics? Where's Classic SmackDown? There we go. Do this. So I think they could still, there's still time, guys. They could give us a little bit more. It'd be cool if they did. Be a lot cooler if they did. Got Shirt Rock. Go up against Triple H 08. Oh man, no more CZ. Greg? Not at the moment. 24 for my GM. Classic shows. I think they'll give us what we have now. They might add in some 2003-04 SmackDown Raws. You know what'd be great is if they just... I wish they would just add in more arenas. I know they rely... Well, they don't rely, but they do so much. Community Creations does so much in recreating classic arenas. At least give us more templates to work with. And the community more templates to work with so that they could do things like create and recreate old WrestleManias. The community does a great job with putting stuff together, but it's been a long time. Now we got like the Fist, which is great, but I just want more. What about Los Lotharios? Noah? Yeah, I might check it out. They added the title history to Uncle Howdy and Eve, but not Barrett. I want more attention to detail in 24. Beach Boys, that's interesting. I didn't look at that. JP, what do I play on? I think it's on hard right now. I don't pay much attention to it. I change stuff a lot. If I play like My Rise, I put that thing on easy just so I can get through it. Shockwave, we are 7 months away from 24. 7 months? We're 7 months away? October, November, December, January, February, March. We are. I gotta figure out what the hell kind of content I'm gonna make for 7 months. Holy smokes. Woo-wee. It's gonna get hard in here. Not in a good way. Rock looks great in the shirt. That one looks really good. Nate, do I listen to any wrestling podcasts? I mostly just listen to stuff on... Listen/watch stuff on YouTube for podcasts now. From wrestling podcasts specifically, I really don't, just because the amount of time I have is like limited. So I'll do like Going in Raw is my go-to all the time. Other than that, I'll listen to like clips of Cornette because I like some of his stuff is funny. But I don't... Deadlock I have a little bit here and there, but I haven't done a lot. And it's mostly just because of time. I can't sit around. I don't have 3 hours just to... I have 3 hours to sit here with you guys, but I don't have 3 hours to sit around and just listen to a podcast. Legend here. Game of games. I'm glad they fixed Triple H's spitting. Not a thing that we wished. Game of games, king of kings. I said that once on like a YouTube short or something. I was like, the game of games, king of kings. Someone was like, you're an idiot. You really, he never says game of games. Do you even watch wrestling? I was like, I replied back, I'm like, joke, friend. It's being silly. I know that. Like, I don't think you are. You were very serious when you said it. I'm like, okay. My bad, man. You're a effing idiot. I'm like, yeah, clearly. That's on me, brother. Tori! Oh, God. Will they add Bronson Reed? I don't know if they will. It looks like we're going to get a bunch of my faction updates from now till probably Christmas. And then they're going to be done. Have Chris Jericho cause? No, but just go to most downloaded and you'll find like most updated ones. Gabe, no, you can't joke around with IWC. It's a dangerous game to play, my friend. Come in here and you're just like, you effing serious? What are you effing talking about, you moron? AEW is better than WWE. WWE is better than everything. This is better than... I'm like, that's great, man. Like, I'm glad everything is better than the other thing. I'm also like, I don't care. I can't get mad. DGS, words on screen, on the screen. What? Well, Shockwave Wrestling, it's just like, I don't have time. And I'm older. I'm not 20 years old. And not that everyone acts that way. I'm just like, I don't have time nor the capacity to be like, I'm going to sit here and get mad at comments and fight back. I had one guy call me racist yesterday because, you know, in the video I did yesterday, I said the Hulk Hogan mustache was glitched. And I said that towards the end of the video. And they were like, oh, you, something like, oh, you and your community really love racist Hulk Hogan so much. I wonder why that is. Something like that. They implied that I was racist. And I replied and went, wow, you have a good day. And I blocked them. But I've just, people come in here and they say like, wrestling's fake. Like, go on. Why are you here? My biggest thing that I like preach is just how do you not preach, but like, how do you wait? How do you have that time? I don't understand people, but I'm an idiot. But I don't get when people are like, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to watch this video I don't like very much, and I'm going to comment on it and comment about how I don't like it. And then I'm going to do it again later. That'll teach them. Like, that's the equivalent of like you're driving and you don't like someone's car and you're yelling when you're in the car and the windows are rolled up and you're talking trash about their car and you're like, I told them. Really? Or like you're driving by, better yet, you're driving by in your car and you're a guy and you're just like, you see a really hot girl. So what do? You beep your horn at her. You're going 60 miles an hour. Beep, beep, vroom. Yeah, she like that. What do you think is going to happen right now? You expect them to just get out, stop, run after you, chase you down? Like, I heard you honk at me. Like that with comments. Like, what do you think's gonna? What am I supposed to do right now? So yeah, that's where I'm like, you can't get mad at things. Everyone's got an opinion. That's cool. And then I'm always just like, if you don't like what I say, then why are you like, I hate this game. Then why are you watching a video about it? You know what I mean? Are you hate watching things? And if they're like, yes, I'd be like, then how do you have time for that? I have so little time in a day, and I do this full time. Matt just plays video games all day. Well, how the hell do you have time for things? Anyways, what time is it, William Birch? Tea time. I don't know. It's 1 o'clock. Toronto traffic frizzy? Yes. Oh my God. He's down. Everyone's down. Get up, Rock. I'm up before him. That makes no sense. Downtown Toronto will get you mad. I'm not downtown Toronto. But it will get you mad. That will get you mad. How do you do the lift? Oh no! Spine buster! Spine on the pine! No! I can kick out. Oh, William Birch, $20 super chat. Dude, thank you, dude. It's super chat time. Yeah! Yeah, super chat living it up. Cheer, bro. Cheer up, brother. You're amazing. Dude, thank you, William Birch. Well, that did cheer me up very, very much. You didn't have to do that. That's so nice of you. I'm fine. Well, there it is. Catch finisher. Rock bottom. Kill him. Coffee time, VJC. Good man. The Rock wins. The Rock wins. The Rock wins. Yeah, Matt King, we're one step closer to the pins. So what content, guys, here's the question then. What content do you want to see on the channel a little bit more? Here, primary channel. The game's done. We're done. I got to look back at 22 and what I did. Because last year, because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, I got a couple of video ideas that I still want to do. I'm going to do a recap of the DLC. I'm going to do the Icon Edition. I want to talk about that just because like people still buy the game like as of like yesterday. I like to talk about it like, is the game worth it or is like the Icon Edition worth it for players? Now that we've had the game, blah, blah, blah. There's always like the showcase videos of like doing community creation showcase videos. I like being able to showcase people's work because it is fun. People put in a lot of work for these things, just like where we see like status collaborations on this thing for The Rock and Karrion Kross. Those are awesome. I love them. Lee Valentine's here. Lee does amazing work for all the divas and all the women. I love showcasing all this stuff, but they take a lot of work and they don't get a lot of views. So there's a big trade-off there. Ranking videos, Greg, you could do ranking videos within 2K games or what? I got another one on showcase mode, not showcase mode, superstar mode. I want to cover. I've got another one for universe mode that I want to do. There's like 5 or 6, but we got to try and get to 7 months, guys. But then by the time we get to like October, November, we're going to start doing the speculation stuff of like, what are we going to see? Who's the cover star? Those videos, those are fun. But let me know. But we will not, on the channel, guys, for videos, produce stuff. There won't be like GM mode. There won't be universe mode. Like those. Because they don't do well. And I'd rather stream that stuff. Like if we ever do those. WWE games like rank wrestlers' attires in every game or rank the showcase matches. Rank the wrestlers' attires in every game? Holy smokes. Oh, that's kind of cool. Go through like let's rank Stone Cold. No, rank Stone Cold Steve Austin's attire. I'm like the black trunks in every game. I could do something. Confessions? Like what? Like what, JC? Tier lists are fun. We can do those live. Now's the brainstorm session of the show. Yeah, damn right. I'm not the only person who enjoyed this DLC. Andre Chase is my favorite. Berwin, I really like the DLC. I really did. I'm not done with it, not by a long shot. I like Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier. We're going to do it the Law Arena. The Law says... I'm going to do Law with 4. Now we're going to watch this so I can talk to you guys. Rick Williams. We're going to have Nathan Frazier. Ace. And Damon Kemp. Do that. See how this one goes. Judgment Day Joe Jose, hello. Andre Chase gave away a couple of codes for 2K23 on stream. Oh, that's so cool. See, why can't we get this? Can we get this template? I know the Law Arena is in here. Can we get this arena template with the band in the background? That's kind of fun. Larry's back. Fantastic. Who's your favorite DLC character so far? Bray Wyatt's really good. trying to think. I do really like Nathan Frazier, how he plays. So I'm a big fan of him. Trick Williams is a lot of fun too. Look, kind of my top ones right now. Now, our king, what I like about this arena is just the purple lighting, the aesthetics there. I like that. Make a video on why I'm your favorite club member. Javi, we can't favorite people. We can't do that here. I can't just have a whole video of you, Javi. Much as we both want this. Guys, do me a favor. Hit that like button because we can get to 200 likes on this thing. Also, subscribe to Wrestle Sketch. It's in the pinned comment above. Check out that because then we can get to 5,000 subs and watch today's video. We talk Austin Theory on today's video. It's a lot of fun. His whole rise and fall. It's hilarious. Wordiac, what's up, man? Wordiac, what do you want to see posted on the channel here? We got 7 months until 2K24. And we're getting all dry here. No, I'm kidding. We gotta get the ideas percolating. You guys should let us customize our own show templates. I know, that's probably one big thing we need to get. How many times did my game corrupt, Sharps? Twice? 2 to 3 times. I can't remember. Definitely 2. Possibly a 3rd. Making a video of him going one-on-one with Grim on GTS. Wrestling, yeah. What, Nate? I don't know those words. Run a universe mode? Yeah, Subatomic, those videos don't do well, though. That's the problem. Run a universe mode? I know. I declare Battle Royale for favorite club member championship. My God. Fights. Throwing the hammer down. This arena is racist. Jay? Why? Attitude Era Universe Mode Discussion Universe Mode Series be good. It would. I just kind of find it like, okay, I could do an Attitude Era Universe Mode. I'm like, okay, so what am I doing? Just simulating match by match? I don't know if it's how much fun it is. It's not bad for stream. Well, 2K should let us do that's one thing to get is like get us different camera angles when we just play. Captain Kirk, idea for Wrestle Sketch? Talk to me. Stream Spider-Man? I don't think I can do that. I'm here to get you AEW contract, Tony Khan. Thank you, Tony Khan. That's very generous of you. Tom Class, thanks for supporting the channel. Oh, thanks, Tom. That's very kind of you. AI versus AI matches with me commentating? Yeah. I don't know. I have tried gameplay stuff on here, guys, and it just doesn't click. You know, you want views. It's not what the algorithm pushes out either, which is unfortunate because I probably would do things like universe mode series. It could be fun, but even if I have tested it and tried a few things, it doesn't really work because the algorithm is like, give us news, opinion pieces, that type of thing, and I can roll with that. So that's why I got the second channel. I'm gonna try and get that up. So if that can help support and keep the lights on, hopefully the next couple of months, that'd be nice too. Does staying in the stream help the channel? Anchor Wing? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, concurrent views for a stream. I mean, you guys hanging out and talking all of that, the streams are monetized, so even for replays they help. That's why, and I like streaming just in general. So we'll see as the content has like slowed down a little bit. We'll try to set up more regular, and we're getting, you know what the big thing is too, is for me honestly, is because my kids are home. It's summertime. We're getting to the tail end of the summer. They're going back to school in a couple of weeks, and that really does help. Like today they're busy, which is great. Daddy's got the house to himself, but I was able to do, like, it gives me way more time, like a full day's work, because then I can do like I did this morning. I wrote Wrestle Sketch last night, and I put the whole thing together today. It took me, I don't know, 2 hours to edit, which is great, and I liked it, and I have fun with that. I have a lot of fun with that. And then I'm able to like stream, and then good. Even if I had to, I could like stop streaming and then go and make a video for this channel if I had to. So there's a lot more options once September hits. Because then I could be like, okay, I could stream like daily. We could get videos out probably 3 times a week for the main channel, and then do 3 videos for the other channel. A lot we can do. Donald Denice, sad no DLC on Fight Forever. Yeah, I really wonder when that's going to come out. I hope people can get the DLC. Best sketch idea. Courtroom, you as the judge, and both lawyers Stone Cold suing The Rock for what Rikishi did. Avi, it's not bad. How all the new moves came out with the recent DLC and who else those moves might work on. Spencer, it's not bad. Well, I know like Smack Talks did like, here are all the moves. I might do videos of like, I'll see how like top 10 videos do. Maybe I could incorporate those. Who do you think will be on the 2K24 poster? Do you mean the cover, Bexter? If it's for the cover of the game, I'd probably say Roman. Maybe a split cover of Roman and Cody. Or I would say Cody. Just Cody. Berwin, is it true? Edge's final match is, in fact, going to be SmackDown? Damon Kemp wins. Oh, my God. I just got a Toronto shirt. That's kind of cool. So is that real? Is that really going to be his last match? Interesting if it is. I don't feel like it's going to be his last match. It is. Because, like, it's not really a good build. Hey, I want to have a match against Sheamus. Okay. It's in Toronto. Great. Now, like, it's a great way to sell out Toronto because it's Edge. And you would have sold out Toronto. Knowing Edge is just going to wrestle there. Got a hair being weird. Knowing that Edge is just going to wrestle in Toronto. Here we go. That sells Toronto. Like, Edge is wrestling. Okay, go. You don't need to sell it as a retirement. So I don't know. I don't really buy that it's going to be his retirement match. That's no build. But maybe he just wants to. He wants to have that final thing and just kind of go out quiet. I just feel it's kind of like, don't you want big stage WrestleMania, even a Survivor Series, a Royal Rumble? Like, you don't want WrestleMania and to book the whole thing? Like, Edge could just go away until the Rumble and people would be fine. And then he could come back at the Rumble, set a thing up where maybe he fights, I don't know, Bray Wyatt. And then have him lose at WrestleMania and book it as Edge's final match. Then you have this giant marquee WrestleMania match for one of the nights. So I don't know. I'd really be interested to see what he does on SmackDown. And maybe it will set up. I mean, I'd be really down if they did something like Bray Wyatt. Lights go out. Edge is going to take his boots off. Lights go out. Boom. Bray shows up. Cordiac, did I check out your Wade Barrett? No. What'd you do? What did you do, Cordiac? Jeremy, I don't see it either. I see Edge doing this to try and, like, it's drumming up a lot of conversation. So sell those tickets. People want to see what's going to happen. Is it Edge's retirement? Then you got a sold out SmackDown. Good way to pitch it. But did WWE come out and officially say this is his retirement? Because they didn't build it like that. Bray's hurt. Looking at creations. The WWE didn't say anything? Yeah, so that makes me think. If it was Edge's official retirement, WWE would be all over that for the last week. Final match with Christian. So what if Edge, this is very, very out there thinking. What if Edge's contract with WWE is up? Like, Friday SmackDown is technically could be his final WWE match. And it looks like he kind of retires. Or whatever. But maybe his actual contract is up. So he does this match with Sheamus. Edge bows, leaves. And his WWE contract is over. What if he then goes to AEW for one match at All In against Christian? And they just book it as Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage. One time only. And they do it at Wembley. Edge gets his retirement match against Christian, or a retirement, and then have him sign a one match deal with WWE, and he goes and does WrestleMania. He leaves. Everyone says no. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't want him in AEW. Avi, if it's not TLC 3 at Mania, I don't want it. Fair enough. I just see that as, I don't know, it's a way he could, if he wanted that match with Christian, that's the way to do it. Christian's not leaving AEW anytime soon, it doesn't seem like. It'd be huge press and huge buzz, and it's the only way I see Edge Adam Copeland being able to go do that. If it's like, but WWE, much like with his original run, weren't there conversations and stories of like when he was gonna re-sign, he was playing both AEW and WWE, and he got a bigger WWE deal out of it. Edge almost went to AEW. Yeah, this was just, yeah, VJC. So yeah, like maybe Edge Christian versus Hardy's at All In. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. Hobbit. Edge and Christian versus the Hardys. You just can't build it as Edge and Christian. You could do the Edge, or you could do Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus the Hardys. So, I don't know. But you know what? That would be I know people would be like, then it's a TLC match. Like, those guys can't go through that stuff. Edge can't go through tables and chairs and ladders. Like, Edge and Christian versus FTR. There we go. Edge goes to Impact, wins the title, day one. I see Christian coming in for one off, like the TNA trade back in the day. Good. Gavin, is more 2K23 content coming? We're talking about, there's more My Faction content that is very likely to come down the road. Maybe in the next month. We could get that. We could be getting Bad Bunny for a potential add-on. Could you imagine if Edge did go to AEW and they just tease it? Like, it's all kind of known, but they tease it. Kind of like when CM Punk originally debuted. They tease it, and then he shows up and he confronts Christian. People would go crazy. They'd be like, oh my god, Edge is in AEW. That would pop ratings. And they do one thing at Wembley, and then he bows out. And then I could totally see him turning around and Edge shows up at like the Rumble. And then he's able to be like, I did everything I wanted to do. He got his match with his buddy Christian. He was able to do that. He showed up in AEW, which is like, that would be historical. And then maybe he does one more WrestleMania match. I don't know if Vince would let him, though. Not that Vince can stop him, but... BMAC, yeah, I think they're holding on to My Faction Fiend. It would make sense, BMAC, if they have the Fiend ready to go for My Faction, and they're just holding off until he shows up. And once he shows up, pull the trigger, load him into a My Faction thing, and then let the community go crazy. I just thought Edge and Christian at one time called themselves the Canadian Rockers, I guess, before WWE. Country Z, how are ya? Possible. They do Edge. See? Could Edge be all elite? We don't know. Could be. I'd be very surprised if they did something like that. And if Vince would turn around and be like, I'll give you more millions to just stay and not go over there. Maybe they do that. Curious, guys, what they would do. Edge versus Orton. But what would Edge's final match be if you guys had it your way? Lee Valentine, thank you for you if you're still in here. Thank you for reposting this live stream. The people are jumping with it. They're like, Edge on potential retirement. This is the last match on my current contract. Ah, see? Exactly what I was thinking. Burning to WrestleZone. So everyone's like, he's going to AEW. Edge saying that this is his last match on his current deal. Get out of here. This is why it makes total sense that technically, if he doesn't re-sign with WWE, him versus Sheamus is his last WWE match. And WWE isn't going to turn around and bill it as that and market it as his final retirement match because they don't know for sure, because they might re-sign a contract. But if this is his last contracted match in the company, it makes sense. He sat down with Carlos Bustamante of ET Canada when asked if his match with Sheamus on SmackDown this week is his retirement match. Edge remained non-committal but revealed that this is his last match on his current contract. Quote, here's what I can honestly say, and this isn't the answer that everyone's going to want. I truly don't know, Edge said. I really, really can with 100% truth say I don't know. And that's strange for me, but I don't know. I really, really don't. I've put some thought into it, but not a lot. This is the last match on my current contract, so I don't know. I honestly don't know. I probably won't know until I get to the locker room that night and just decompress. Let all the anxiety and tension that I never used to have before it performed. Excuse me. Let all the anxiety and tension that I never used to have before it performed, I have now. And that's strange for me, but it makes it that much harder to do this. I'm going to be 50 in October, and it's not easy anymore. Before what I was used to was granted to be able to do. Now there's a process, and there's a fallout, and then there's a lot. And it's the dream gang, but again, it's getting really hard. These comments are a bit different from what Edge said in April on Impulsive, where he said with Logan Paul that, quote, I think at most I might have another year in me to be able to do this at this level and still be able to do it at an elite level, all elite level, at an elite level where I can still hang, and I got to get in with Austin Theory, who's 25, and he wasn't born when I had my first match in WWE, you know what I mean? I want to be sitting on my mountain and watching you guys do your thing and just going. And good for them. I like Edge a lot. I like Adam Copeland, the fellow Canuck. And he's always just like, I just want to drink scotch and sit in the mountains. Just do that. And I'm like, I like Adam. He's really good. So it's his final match on the current deal. And that's where I'm saying, guys, I think that what we could see is Edge versus Sheamus is potentially his last match because he has not signed a new deal with WWE. WWE is not on their website or online saying, come watch Friday Night SmackDown, it's Edge's retirement match. They can't say that because they don't know if they're going to turn around and sign him again for one final retirement match. They haven't done that. So if this is true, there's the possibility that he finishes with Sheamus, boots come off, tape, all of that, throws it in the ring, bows, thanks the Canadian crowd, they go off the air, all of that. He does the post-match thing where he says, thank you, this is probably my last time in Toronto, I'm done, and kind of retires in Canada because they won't have another show in Canada, so it'll be his last match in Canada, and it's almost like a semi-retirement because he doesn't know what's going to happen. I feel like he'll come out after SmackDown, after the air, and say to the crowd, I don't know what's going to happen. This could be very well, you may have just seen my very last match, and it's in Canada, this is great. He could turn around and go to All In at Wembley for one match. And if he went to Wembley, if Tony Khan has the ability to sign Adam Copeland fresh off of WWE, Tony Khan has the ability to build this at Wembley. It's a marquee, giant name in Edge. You have the potential to book him for one match, one program with, let's say, Christian. And the two of them just go one-on-one for 15 minutes. Wembley, that will sell more. Like, Wembley's done amazing. That would sell more tickets to Wembley. You have a WWE Hall of Famer that is still going hard and strong at a high level in Edge. You can bill him at Wembley for one night, and Adam Copeland, the human, could negotiate a deal to get like over $1 million to get from Tony Khan. Tony Khan could probably pay over $1 million to get Adam Copeland to show up for a Dynamite, do promo vignettes, and do a match at Wembley. And that's it. Because then Tony's going to make gangbusters off Wembley. Edge would get a massive one-match payday. And then he could turn around to WWE and go, I want my final retirement match in WWE. Bring me in at the Rumble. Or bring me in for WrestleMania and let me do it there. Stephen Hunt makes a good point, though. Does he have a 90-day non-compete clause, though? Maybe. But maybe he doesn't. Because you don't know what his deal was when he re-signed with WWE. If he has a standard 90-day non-compete, yeah, he's not making it to Wembley. Yeah, that could be the one thing, Crash. 90-day no-compete. But what if he has a 30-day non-compete? No. Christian, so I saw something you might not want to get into. I heard that you and Mr. Hartgraves are going to talk to each other. My guess is on AWA Forever and using your content. Christian, I have seen Mr. Hartgrave. He's on Twitch and he's like looked at like my videos and other creators' videos. Yeah, he like invited me to come on a show. I'm gonna see if I can hang out on a stream for like an hour and stuff and see if we can talk about Fight Forever or AEW or whatever. So it should be fun. In terms of using content, I would like to stress to him to just be careful with like not like my content, but just if you're gonna react or play other people's YouTube content, just a heads up that YouTube will probably give you strikes for playing full videos. That's just the reality of YouTube. So that's just kind of my 2 cents there. Too sweet for life. Hey, dude. Kenny Bomb. Good to see you, buddy. Kenny, you're good people. What's going on, brother? Yeah, I would just stress to Mr. Hartgrave if Rain Dragon, I think, is in the chat. He speaks with him. I would kind of say, hey, man, let him know that if you play other channels' YouTube content, YouTube will probably strike it, and then he can't play it on YouTube. Just a heads up. Every time I try starting up 2K23 on PS4, it is saying I can't start the game or the app. Funny thing is, it's working fine after going back to it's been doing it. Day Boogie, I don't know, my friend. I like Edge to have Trish Stratus ending the title one last time and retire. I like Edge to have the World Heavyweight title one more time. That'd be cool. When I go to AEW, he said that he has talked to TK, and he didn't say no. He said not at the moment. And that could be it, too. Kenny Bomb. It's all good, man. Oh, but you know what, Kenny? He did I don't know if you saw it. He did like a reacts to my AEW is AEW Fight Forever dead video. And I actually came across his content first because I was just Googling, or I was on YouTube, and like he had like toy hunting videos for Fight Forever. And I just like clicked on one. And I was like, oh, this guy's nice. He's like hunting for Fight Forever figures, and he had like his kids and stuff and had them involved. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And he was like reviewing them at the end. I was like, oh, that's a neat little video. And I saw like 1 or 2 of them, and I commented to him. I was like, oh, hey man, these are kind of cool. And then like a few days later or something, I was like, I just clicked on his channel and I saw my Fight Forever thumbnail, but he had changed it and put Mark on it. And then I watched it, and he had like ripped into me, the Great One, and somebody else for our Fight Forever videos. And he didn't rip my video, like, he didn't just rip my video, he ripped into like me. And I was like, oh my, this is quite aggressive. Like he was full tilt, like F you and F your face and everything. I was like, my goodness, this was quite harsh. So I kind of responded back. I was like, damn man, you ripped me pretty hard there. So then he did it. He reacted to my spoof thing of Fight Forever doing the sketch. I saw that yesterday or something. It was fine. He was nice. No, I think he's just passionate. Okay. But I do think that Kenny Bomb says, I think he's just seeking attention. I don't know the man. But I saw two sides to a person. Where on one hand, I was like, oh, this guy's quite nice. And then he, like, ripped my stuff, like, pretty aggressively hard. And I was like, huh. Well, which is it? Are we being entertaining and this is a shtick? Like, and that's okay. What's his name? Mr. Heartgrave. Over a game? Yeah, it was over Fight Forever. He covers Fight Forever a lot. But it's, yeah, whatever. But the thing is, like, is AEW Fight, and he played Deontay's video, is AEW Fight Forever dead as well. And I spoke to Deontay the other day, and I was like, hey, this seems inspired by my video. He was like, yes, it is. I was like, all right, good on you, man. But he covered Deontay's video as well. So he's reacting to other creators talking about Fight Forever, and the big trendy thing right now is it dead? The thing is with my video, and I think one reason why he pointed it out was because of the sheer amount of views it got. Like, it's over 100,000 right now. So I think his initial reaction was, F this guy, who is this mother effer? You WWE mark, or look at your channel, it's all 2K. Like, he really went in hard, and and I'd say a lot. It all was false. His opinion, because he doesn't know who I am. So it was a lot of assumptions. Like, I work for 2K. I have a Spider-Man video. And he's like, look at this mother effer. He tried to do he said this in his stream. And he's like, this mother effer tried to do 2 Spider-Man 2 videos. Oh. And then he never did it again. Probably paid by the developers to do that. They do that, you know. They'll pay creators like $10,000 to post these videos. He probably got that. I was like, I would love to be paid 10 grand for doing work on video games. No, sir. That's not how things work here. So anyways. But I think he's just very passionate about AEW Fight Forever, the devs, the community. That's great. Kenny? But again, you know what? My approach, Kenny, was I didn't copyright strike his video after I saw that. I was taken back, and I was like, this is really negative. Really negative. I hope he's okay. Maybe someone had a bad day. At first, I was like, oh, that's rude. Maybe I'll strike his video. Maybe I'll fight back. And then I sat on it for a bit, and I was like, what's the point? And I did think, maybe the guy had a hard day. Maybe something's not good. Maybe he is just passionate about the game and AEW as a whole. That's great. But I would say to everybody, just remember, there's real people on the other side too. And shit gets around. And it's easy to point, and it's easy to criticize somebody who is a, quote, big creator like Matt. I'm not. So people should try to remember there's real people and humans that do their content. And if they're all doing similar stuff like wrestling, well, it's easy to tear people down. And it's easy to go and attack. And then it's also very easy, guys, to turn around and fight back. And being able to say, F you, and get in a shouting match and criticize each other and start a whole thing. But I go back and say, well, what's the point of that? It's not going to go anywhere. So, do better. Maybe he's just upset because Fight Forever is actually dead already? I don't know. Lee, I watched his stream. He recapped Fight Forever a bit, and then he started saying to his audience how, like, yeah, maybe it is a little dead. So I was like, I don't know. It's maybe it's different, but again, I'm like, I don't. Maybe it's someone like that is looking to build up their brand and wants to be able to build up and focus on things like what they're passionate about, wrestling and AEW, and then the video game. I'm like, that's awesome. What's wrong with that? That's what we do. But don't go and try to point if me, for example, I have a video that did well and I did a topic on a game and you don't like the opinion. Number one, the hard thing is if you're coming into the channel and you've never seen it before, then you don't understand the content / context. But when I have this video of Fail, AEW Fight Forever Dead, and it has 116,000 views on it, you gotta understand that it's not necessarily that I am just saying my opinion is the game is dead. It's taking a topic and a general conversation that people are having on the internet of, like, open Twitter or X. It's all game's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. Logan Drew, thank you very much for your super chats, buddy. Logan, sorry, I was trying to read your super chats. I was in the chat. I'm in the chat, and it wasn't popping up. I can see it on Streamlabs. Logan, thank you very much for your super chats, buddy. Shoot Showdown? I will check it out, man. But yeah, it's... Gotta admit, those thumbnails are kind of funny. These ones, the CM Punk, yeah, it's funny. It grabs your attention. And you need ideas and things on YouTube to garner people's attention. AEW Fight Forever is dead? ? Is the conversation. It's not that that's necessarily my objective opinion about it. It's that I'm taking what is out there right now and people's feedback to me and what I see, and they're like, dude, this game is dead. This game isn't worth it. It's not worth $60. I'll say, and other people just randomly be like, I love it, and I don't care about the price. And I'm like, that's great. And there's a handful of people that do. Some people say to me, screw you, like, it's not a lot of money. $60 isn't a lot of money. And I'm like, well, it is for some people. Well, then don't buy the game. Okay. Well, they want to, but they're allowed to have the opinion that the game is expensive for what you're getting. And then people can also argue that 2K23 is not worth the money for what you're getting, because they'll say it's a broken mess. My game is trash. My game is this. I'm like, yeah, that's all very valid as well. Jake, that's why there's a question mark? Yeah. That's why there's a question mark. But yeah, Mr. Hargrave took it very seriously. After funny enough, again, I came across his channel because he did toy hunting videos, and I enjoyed it. And then I saw this. He was like I am in the corner, and he was pausing the video like every second and going, "Oh, like F you. You're saying it's dead. God, I hate every YouTuber starts their videos like this and says that this, well, God, can we just stop this? And look at this guy. Why is this mother effer so close to the camera? I can see your pores. Oh, look at the WWE title in the background. No AEW." He went very hard into me as a human being and criticized me. And that's okay. Again, you can not like the video, and that's okay. But to me, I brought up valid points. Maybe they're not. It's an opinion. SmackDown, excited? Very excited. must be the 4K camera I have. They're yet to release the first DLC pack. Yeah, we got FTR, right? Like, and I didn't buy the DLC. Because like there's not enough value there for me. You're worried about me versus all the people in the chat that support. No, Anchor Wing, I'm not worried about it. I appreciate it. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, Beach Bites. Yeah. But I can't help it. Do you know what? I said, you know what? I'm happy to connect, and maybe we could sit down and have some fun and talk about Fight Forever or talk about AEW. So we might do that. It's all good. QBUXPL, thank you so much. You'll have 1 million subs. Oh my god, that'd be one day. One day, brother. Thank you so much. You have a sweet haircut though. Like too sweet. Oh, Jay, thanks so much. It was yesterday, so nice and fresh today. Wayne Tech 10, thank you very much. Fight Forever messed up by having a shallow creation mode. I might have played it, otherwise no interest in playing it with any of Khan's clowns. Yeah, Wayne Tech, it's I wish the creation suite was online. I wish you could download other people's creations. I think that would have done a lot, even with a limited creation suite and tools in there. It'd be really cool if you could go and just like 2K and be able to download other creations. I think that would have done a lot. Logan Drew, stuff inspired, channel member for 6 months. Thanks, buddy. Your stuff inspired me to make my own channel. I'm glad, Logan. Keep at it. And I don't know why, Logan, it keeps popping in like the super chat. So I appreciate it. I don't know why it keeps like resending, but thank you, Logan. Well, thanks, Abigail. Yes, Beach Bites. It's always easier to bully and belittle and put people down. But it's easy to attack back, too. What's the hardest thing, in my opinion, is if you can flip the script. Because stuff's too short. People aren't going to be around forever. So. Don't waste your time. Set it up. Or it's a setup he's going to attack you live. Oh, if he does, then I just leave. Big MGM. Oh, dude, thank you. Before he's got to stop slandering my boy 3. Hey, JC, I'm sorry. I'm trying to have fun with it. Logan's okay. Creation Suite Fight Forever is whack. Only rest of you can make it looks legit is New Jack and Ibushi. I wish it had more depth. It sounded like a while ago that for Fight Forever the devs were talking about adding more components to Creation Suite, so I hope they do. It'll go a long way. Draw, you can't see. Plan on streaming Spider-Man 2. Jake, I don't know because I don't have the PS5 hooked up in here. I just have the PC. So, and I'm getting it for PS5. That's happening, brother. Oh, good man, Checkmate just sent me some tables. Match tables. Very cool. Thanks, brother. Jarrett, what's up? What'd you miss? Now we're just talking Fight Forever. We're talking 2K23 and possible DLC. We're just chit-chatting. We finished up playing some 2K. And we're going to finish up streaming just a little while. When you point a finger, you have 3 others point back. Yeah. Or just move on with my day. Play with my kids. Have some fun. Hang with you guys. Way more fun. Yeah, Eric, I wish the story mode offered a little bit less. I think it's cool if you like the I guess RPG element, JRPG elements. If that's your thing, if you really do enjoy that, and it's like quirky and it has the silly dialogue. If you really dig that, that's great. For me, I played the story mode and I was like, I was hoping for a little more depth, but it's good. Gavin Fitzgerald, thank you very much for your super chat. What did you think of the 2K DLCs? I feel like we got a few faction leaders. It felt odd without other group members. Chase you mean? Let's talk about the DLC packs. Let me just go WWE 2K23 DLC. This is good. It's worth talking about. first super chat from Gavin. Thank you very much. What did you guys think of the DLC overall? Sorry. Thinking. Dash tables in University, a good one? Yeah. Do I know BDE? I do. I talked to Brendan here and there. Brendan's awesome. Steiner Pack. So if I were to look at these DLCs, my friends, the first one I'd say is my least favorite. We got what, 5 packs? So pack number 1 is a 1 out of 5. It's on the bottom. I was gonna list this thing. The bottom is the first one because I didn't get Big Papa Pump, and I don't play as these guys, and you can't play as BFAB, manager only, which I don't like that they did that. I know that in creations you can get, like, from status and people, they got BFAB as a playable character, but when you make it a manager only, in my opinion, then you're really only giving me 4 characters, 4 wrestlers. So why not give me BFAB either playable or add somebody else in? It is what it is. JC, yeah, I use hit rows just there. It's just fodder. They're my jobbers. The Pretty Sweet pack I really did like. I didn't think and I was surprised too because of how much I played it. Tiffany Stratton's your NXT Women's Champion. This came out before she was NXT Champion, so I think it was really good. So I play with her a lot. And then we got OC, which is great because then you got the Trios entrance as well. And you got Pretty Deadly, who just got called to the main roster. It's unfortunate they're injured right now, or one of them's injured. Who's it? Elton Prince is injured. But again, great tag team to add in there. So I really did like the DLC number 2. I got most value and most playtime out of this so far. Then the third one. So if you're really into NXT, this might be a great pack. For me, this was also one of the weaker ones because I really like Trick Williams. Tony D'Angelo is okay. Didn't really play as Harley Race. Ivy Nile and Wendy Chu. Like, is Wendy Chu on TV anymore? Ivy Nile is, which is great. I haven't used this pack a lot. Trick Williams and Tony D are probably the ones that I use the most and have used the most. But this one is like, right now, this is the very bottom. And then I would say the next of the bottom would be DLC Race to NXT pack is the next one. Pack 4, Bray Wyatt, Zeus, Valhalla, Joe Gacy, Blair Davenport. Pretty strong pack in my opinion. MGM says it's very underrated. I think it is a little bit. Valhalla is playable, plus she's a manager. So that's cool. He got the updated Trios entrance. Joe Gacy's entrance is actually very cool. And he plays well. Blair Davenport's getting a lot of TV time in NXT anyway, so that's great to see. So she's up and coming, so it's good to actually have her in there. Deuce chops hard. Fun. And Bray Wyatt's Bray Wyatt. And he's loved by so many. A lot of people, I would say 4 is very good. And then the current one, the last one. E. Torres, Wade Barrett, Damon Kemp, Chase, and Nathan Frazier. Very fun pack. This one I think has a good balance of variety. You got Wade Barrett as kind of more of a quote-unquote legend. Eve Torres as well. And then current talent for NXT. I'll talk about the overall packs in a second, but I do really like this current pack we just got yesterday. I think it's solid. For me, it's like kind of up there with pack 4 as being just very solid packs. So if I was to rate them right now, guys, DLC pack 1 is from lowest to highest, from worst to best. Pack 1 is the worst for me. I got the least play and value out of it. Then I would say pack 3 is the next one. Then either pack 4 or pack 5 is third. Probably pack 4 for me. Then pack 5, then pack 2. Maybe, but I could flip 4 and 5. I feel like I could flip a lot. But right now I'm finding I mean, the new pack is brand new and I'm playing it a lot. I'll see how I settle in with it after a month or two. But I'm playing this a lot and I'm feeling like I'm using more of these wrestlers than I have with these wrestlers. Maybe aside from Bray Wyatt. But I feel like I got more. Oh yeah, Uncle Howdy. Sorry, Javi, you're right. Uncle Howdy is also in there too. But again, the manager, I didn't play as Uncle Howdy. So I feel like that's kind of it. Number one, like the top best pack to me is either Pretty Sweet pack and then maybe the Bad News U pack. Then below that, the Revel with Wyatt. Then below that, the Race to NXT pack. Then below that, the Scott Steiner pack. Where's the new Bad Bunny? Rafa, it's locked, so it's not available. We can't get that today. Donovan, is there going to be more packs? There's going to be more My Faction packs. I would definitely bank on that. Is there DLC? Well, there's the rumblings of Bad Bunny because he was found in the files for his 2023 Backlash attire. But yeah, there's no like DLC pack that's confirmed, but we definitely should consider getting more when it comes to My Faction packs. It might release Bad Bunny, which I think would be really good. Rafa saw the vid. Which vid? New vid? Pack 1 sucks. I think most of us are feeling that Pack 1 wasn't great. You use Blair Ren, you use Blair the most out of that pack? Nice. Zeus is a tank. Too sweet for life? Zeus is very powerful. I've had several matches using Zeus. He is strong, big man. Dummies, people. Rafa, about the Bad Bunny thing? Oh, cool. So you watched that video? Yeah. So we were talking about in that video how Bad Bunny's his parts, all of the pieces that like status is found for Bad Bunny, all of that is locked, but it's not a traditional content damaged or, you know, a My Faction exclusive. It's kind of all there, ready to go. They might release it. Berwin, you like Hit Row? Nice. Did the modders find out who's under Uncle Howdy, Scooter? Yes, they did. Like a white pasty face. Pasty face is in there. Play Nathan Frazier more and Bray Wyatt, but Nathan Frazier is now my North American champion in NXT. Timothy, that's great. Yeah, I played a ton of Nathan Frazier like yesterday. A ton. I just like how he plays. Very Seth Rollins. I know, Gavin. Zelina Vega was content damage. I know. That was terrible. She should not be. Yeah, I wish she was still available in the game. Oh, you know what? Who was it? I think it was Marty M who said that for custom titles, he's figured out a way to put custom side plates on. So that's probably coming too. Also for games, guys, if you care, WrestleQuest I think is coming out next week. I'm planning to get it and review it here on the channel if you're considering checking it out at all. It's like a little RPG game that's going to be really fun. Looks like anyways, but I didn't play the demo for it, so I'm kind of going in cold to see what it's all about, but it looks like a lot of fun. Drew McIntyre, don't know if we're getting new DLC. The question here today is regarding like future free content, DLC, things like that, patched in Superstars, because we reviewed how there's a bunch of My Faction placeholders or placeholders that look like they're going to be My Faction, so we might be getting that. It's very likely we would get that. Kyrie Sane in 2K23? No. You aren't getting more DLC. All these people we didn't get, they will use to say, look at all these new superstars for 24. You'll know how it goes. Joshua, you're probably not wrong. There's probably a very good chance that we don't get the superstars we're looking for, droids we're looking for this year. and they turn around and they're like, look at all the brand new wrestlers for next year. And you're like, wow, that's not exactly true, sir. These were all in previous games. But we've had this like year after year after year, right? They're just like, look at all the new things. You're like, this was here and this year. This was here and this year. They got to market it somehow, right? But I hear you. It annoys me that 2K didn't fix a lot of things that players are asking for. Yeah, QB, I agree. I think that there's still time they could fix some things, but it'd be nice if they fix some stuff, like Hulk Hogan's mustache. Oh, they could easily turn around if you're like, if Bad Bunny's 23 attire is marked as DLC 3, it might be DLC for next year. They made him pre-order bonus this year. He should be in the game this year, like Logan Paul, because that's what they did with Logan Paul. He was DLC that year, and then this year he's just in. So if they do put Bad Bunny in the game, he should just be in there. Although, didn't they put Ronda Rousey as DLC for 2 years? I felt like they did. Or that she was in the base game? No, she was. Wasn't she? Wasn't like 2K19, Ronda Rousey was DLC, and then in 22, she was also DLC? I don't know. I thought she was. Rustum, I'm still streaming? Yeah, not for long. '22 and 23, she's in the game. Timothy Chambers, have we got any news about DLC content for AEW? No, not that I've seen. We're still waiting to find out if and or when they're going to release the Keith Lee and Bad Bunny, the Keith Lee and Bunny DLC. They haven't announced when that's going to be released. Yeah, I think, Gavin, they fix a lot of the giant bugs, and sometimes we get a few of the smaller things fixed. Zazensky? I'd say Edge on the cover. Taker would work, but I think Edge if he's retiring. I played WrestleQuest and met Jeff Jarrett, who was the producer of the game, at PAX East. It was a lot of fun. Mixing JRPG elements, pro wrestling worked really well. Cool, I'm excited, Berwin. I really want to check it out. Ronaldo 2K? Yeah, I wish 2K would listen a little bit more. It feels like they don't sometimes. Yeah, so we won't have Lacey Evans next year, and if Ronda Rousey is officially done with WWE, we probably won't have her next year either. Maybe it just depends when that contract officially runs out and they have an agreement to use her likeness in the game. If Ronda's not in the game, then there's a very good chance that you would be able to get her full motion and maybe even her gear or stuff that looks like her gear in the game. Judgment Day cover would be sick. That would be cool. Down for that. What do you guys think is going to happen with Jimmy, and Roman Reigns? As the headlines always read, did WWE jump the shark? There's the question. Did they go too far with Jimmy and Jay? Do you think that storyline was kind of a bleh? God. Yeah. Oh, guys. Comments get exhausting. I think Jimmy and Jay is fine. So, when I did this video, AEW Fight Forever has some big problems. The amount of comments I'm getting now of this is gonna be, I feel like this is gonna be one of those videos that like it's not doing well, and I don't care. I just did it for fun. It's one of those videos I feel like is gonna start going up in the algorithm, and I'm gonna be like, oh god, because more and more comments are just like, you ripped off Pitch Meeting. This is a sad, crappy version of Pitch Meeting. You ripped his background and you ripped the characters. You even talk like them, the mannerisms, all of it. I'm gonna let you guys in on a drastic secret here. Things. This isn't Pitch Meeting. Do I watch Pitch Meeting? Absolutely. Part of the idea pulled from that? Absolutely. But the characters are different. It's about wrestling, not movies. They're written differently than Ryan George's characters. people are saying that because it's two guys in an office going back and forth. I get it. I 100% agree. That's where it's inspired from. But it's not stolen. You can't, like, you're just like, oh, it's all pitch meeting. I'm like, great, fine. I really don't care. It's just exhausting right now. The amount of times people are like, you just rip pitch meeting. This sucks. I'm like, hey, just don't watch it. It's okay. But I got a little news for you. The argument of like, it's just stolen pitch meeting. It's not. It's inspired by pitch meeting and general sketch comedy. But if there's a wrestling podcast and then you flip on YouTube and you see another wrestling podcast, wouldn't you just say that one is just copying the other because they're both wrestling podcasts covering wrestling news? If you see two gaming channels and they're both doing 2K23 gameplay challenge videos, are they copying each other? Or if you see two channels that are doing WWE 2K universe mode series, are they not copying each other? If you see two channels covering cars, are you not saying they're covering each other? If you see two channels that are covering the latest news that is in the world, and they're both covering the same news stories, are they not covering and copying each other? I'm just trying to say, stuff is homage, stuff is inspired. You do your own thing with it. So I'm like, get over it. I like wrestling. I like pitch meeting equals wrestling sketch. Yes, that's kind of the point. Shockwave, thank you. My gym and my faction, boring. Little bit. My faction, very boring. Anyways, guys. That's going to do it for today. I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for liking the channel. Thank you for donating. If you guys drop super chats, memberships, all of that stuff, that was fantastic. You really helped out today. And I had fun. We talked about 2K23. All the stuff that we might get. There's still possibilities. There's still time. We'll have to wait and see what the heck they're going to do and what they'll throw at us. Thank you guys so much for watching. I sincerely appreciate it. I will try and come back tomorrow. See if I got time. We'll see what we can do. Have a great day. Enjoy. Take care. Bye.